Welcome to the Tattoo Wake-Up Call. This is episode 1. We're probably going to do a horrible job, but we're going to do our best. And if you get offended about anything that we say, you probably needed to hear this shit.
In a universe far, far away from scratchers.
Okay, we were talking about the cruel reality of getting into tattooing career, right?
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're going to be starting off by talking about the truth, about what it is to be in the industry, what it really feels like on a day-to-day to be here at a tattoo shop or any tattoo shop for that matter. Not all tattoo shops are created equal, but what it really feels like from the day-to-day to grind away, hustle, do tattoos, do piercings, and basically carve your way through this industry. For real, not for fakes.
So what do you think that a lot of people are lying about getting into tattooing as a easy job and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say they're lying about it. They're people that aren't in the industry romanticize it. So they romanticize it in such a way where they see only the good stuff. They see only the fun stuff
They see
because
whatever people put on Instagram.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they see the finished pieces. They don't see the 45 plus hours that it takes to complete a piece.
The
They
5
don't
minutes
see-
of copy pasta Google and then tracing it on your iPad.
that too.
Tattoo artist.
That too. Most tattoo artists nowadays just tracing shit and then put it on the skin.
Some people, they don't want anything you do original. They're like, I saw that picture, and they're hung up on it because they liked it on Pinterest.
To be honest, that's how I started. I started by copying everything because that's what helped me familiarize, and I still do it I mean, I'm a fucking realism artist. What do you expect? That's what I do. I'm a copy machine. But I can draw now. Yay. But I started out by doing that because I was able to start recognizing the shapes and the edges and the shading that some images had. I didn't understand that before, and you only get that from copying.
I mean, being real also is only a few people that gets into tattooing and start tattooing with their own design and stuff and drawing or making freehand and making cool stuff. Most of I think that probably 90% of the tattoo artists right now are starting they start tattooing by copying someone else work. You know what I mean? I feel truly the ones that start tattooing, I don't think they got before an excellent art career. You know what I'm saying? They paint really well to just start freehanding and making cool new stuff. Most of us, what we all do is copying.
If you are going to copy, though, at some point you should take the time to actually draw out what you're doing instead of putting it through a program and just directly using whatever just because it's quicker. If you're going to take the time to copy something, take the time to know the lines before you do it.
Yeah, that also, I mean, I do think that
You catch more corrections that way, too.
yeah, at some point you have to stop doing it. But probably the first year and a half, depending how slow you are to progress, it will be everything copying and stuff. You know what I mean? Just as a small amount of people will start tattooing, making new stuff, basically, or their own paintings or drawing. You know what I mean?
You guys get caught out for copying often? Any of you ever been caught out?
This is what Clay says too. A lot of people just come to you saying I want this. I'm dude, I want to teach you a little bit. Let's get something fresh. Let's get something that is not seen there. At least, even it doesn't matter if it is copying, but you're making something new out of copying from everywhere. You know
There's
what I mean?
so many different positions a butterfly can be in. That's not something I want to draw from scratch each time. I have a set group of butterflies that I like, and sometimes I reuse butterflies.
Well, no one's ever
Change
come
the
after
position,
you.
change the
Yeah,
size.
but
You
so
shade them differently,
that's what I'm
color them
talking about. So
differently.
think about this, for example. One of the biggest complaints that I hear all the time from tattooers is that they don't get to do what they want, right? So if somebody came to me and wants a butterfly, I have one of two options: do exactly what they say, or propose a better idea in such a way where they become excited about the idea. So this is how I would propose it. They want to do a butterfly tattoo. I think immediately my mind goes to all the million images that I've seen of butterflies landing on a flower. There's all this beautiful light behind it, maybe a little bit of wind flowing through it, and then the leaves are kind of going like this, creating shadows under them. I'll find an image that has a flower that looks really dope. I'll find a butterfly that looks really dope. put them together, put a little bit of background on there, and I say, how about this?
Yeah, but a lot of times you get people that come in and they're with their girlfriends or whatever, and they want the 3 little butterflies.
Yeah.
And at most, you might be able to chalk them into a drop shadow behind the butterflies, and that makes it a little bit more unique.
You can definitely do that, yes. But also keep this in mind. A butterfly doesn't always have to just be black wing or black on the edges and then a little bit of shading on the inside, and then boom, you're done. If you stipple shade a butterfly with a 3-round liner, you can get such depth in those wings where you can actually feel as if you can see through those wings because they are thin wings. So imagine that. Imagine this guy coming in. But but that's what I'm saying. Like there's so much leeway that you have, and you tend to limit yourself as an artist, or everybody does. We limit ourselves as an artist because we think that we can only do what the client wants. But the truth is, that's how you get better. You stretch your limits and the client's limits by allowing them to think what you think. So like we're here as, you could say, mediums to a better form of thinking that they aren't privileged to. They don't have that creativity mindset. We live in it every day, so we have the ability to think outside of the box, a box that they're not familiar with in itself. So when somebody comes in, my first thought is always, well, we can do this, this, and this, and this with it. Like, for example, that one guy that came in and he was giving me a hard time, but the moment he started saying some shit that I personally didn't like, it was easy for me to just say, no, we're not doing that. It's just dumb, don't do that. And then he starts forcing me to like do it his way, and I say, just give me a minute, let me do my thing. Stop talking. Stop talking. Let me do my thing. And then when he saw me do my thing, he's like, oh, okay. And then he looks at his wife for approval and he goes, yeah, I like it. It feels so good. Dude, we're talking like millimeters of lines. Like I go like this and he goes, oh my God, it's perfect. I'm like, you are retarded.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that with the Celtic Cross guy instead of almost getting beat up?
Celtic Cross guy? Oh, no. I was scared of him. I was scared.
Yeah,
I was scared. That was a big dude, man.
Boy hit the stem about you.
He was a big dude, man. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he was in the parking lot.
That guy.
He hit the stem about
That
you.
guy definitely hit the stem.
He got out there.
That guy definitely. Oh my God.
You rang that boy's bell.
Dude, I can count on my hands how many times I've had clients actually like flip on me, and that was 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3.
I got like 2-pieced by a girl's girlfriend. It was in the middle of a belly button piercing, and it was these 2 girls. One of them was just not happy about the belly button pierce. I was in Adidas jogger pants, and she grabbed me by the root. And I was like,
root?
I literally was like, ah! And all I could do was rear my hand back. I reared my hand back like this, right? And I wasn't gonna fire. It's an initial reaction to put your hand back. So my hand's like, ah! And as I do that, I get, ba 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 ba. I look down, her little lesbian girlfriend's under me, 3-piecing me, and then books down the hallway like I'm not gonna catch her with her little short ass legs. Her girlfriend's locked in my shop, and I got her ID. Bro, you're stuck. Like, you're getting discharged. And it was like, that was so weird. It was so weird, dude. I didn't hurt her any extra, but my voice went up. I was like, ah!
Yeah, the one thing I definitely did not expect is the type of clients that we were going to be getting on a regular basis. Just the outlandish people, the outcasts, the weirdos, just the plain old people that really don't want to... You don't want to have these people around. Like a lot of these people, you don't want to have them around. A lot of our clients are dope as shit, and I'm super grateful for that. But there's some outliers out there that come in sometimes, and I'm just like, God damn it, here we go.
NPCs here are crazy. The literal
dude.
oh, you're totally
Like
you're
San
like a
Andreas
toll
all
booth.
over
Yeah,
again.
like a toll booth maid. Like you totally have a non-existent life. Like you could disappear tomorrow and nobody would. I'm not saying all the time, but every now and then you get one where you're like, God, you don't really exist, do you? You contribute and take nothing. Like it's weird.
Sometimes my clients embarrass me a little bit. And I'm like,
All of Russ's clients embarrass me.
All of Russ's clients embarrass me too.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
that's something actually like bad about getting into tattooing. The amount of people that you get, different type of people that you get to tattoo, bro. you get a lot. And I mean, if you start to like say no to those people, you ended up losing money. Too,
You
know?
lose all your clients because they're
you-
all weird.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got clients like clients. You got drug addicts, you got alcoholics, you got like
Strippers.
grown people, you got the strippers, you got like homeless, you got a lot of fucking people like to that too.
You
You know what
tattoo
I mean?
someone's grandma. You do generations of a family.
Bro, the model.
Grandma, daughter,
There-
daughter's daughter, cousin.
There-
Bro,
was
the
this
amount
kid in
of old
Pennsylvania.
ladies that I tattooed
We
on
had,
Riviera Beach was insane, bro. I get to tattoo like a 90-year-old lady. I'm like, lady, what the hell you do with your life? You're about that tattoo won't get time like to heal.
so we had this dude in,
You
in
got to breathe
Pennsylvania.
2 more twice.
Corey Morg was paying the homeless people in the neighborhood to get their eyes tattooed so you get more experience. He had like 15 hobos walking around his neighborhood. He'd be like, I got fucking $50 and an 8-ball rock for you, and they come by and he like tattooed his own mama's eyes for a fucking rock. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, dude.
god.
And he was like, it was funny because within
you
a week
imagine
of
a
him
bunch
being
of
like,
hobos?
how do I properly set up for a septum piercing in my inbox? Like, what do I set up for it? And then he posted an eye tattoo, and I was like, whoa, big jump, buddy. Big jump. Like, that's, you just skipped the whole college. Like, you were like, fuck it, I'm tattooing eyes. I don't know how to do piercings yet, but I'm gonna
What,
just
like
run it.
like the actual eyes?
My
or
tattoos, like the, yeah.
Oh,
he was
shit.
doing it, yeah. He got all of his start off of fucking cluckers.
Hobos,
He would
holy
just
shit.
go,
Do you think he got they got extra like alms for being blind?
no, he would
Black
crack them
guys?
up first and just crack them up a little.
No, when they're actually blind because he fucked up their eyeballs.
No, they're fine. They were most of them were fine.
Oh my God.
It's really not that hard. Only Emilio's that fucking retarded. Hey, coming right back from a sponsor, or an ad from our sponsor,
I still
Worldwide.
want a good booth at the convention.
This comes out after, but you're screwed next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely put this in.
I hope so.
So, you know, we'll cut whatever. But so like a lot of people always feel like they don't respect the craft, right? So I personally, like, I don't really get offended that easily. It's hard for me to really get offended. Like, I'll get loud and passionate about stuff, but I don't really get offended. I could give 2 fucks about most things when it comes to like offensive comments. So a lot of people do get offended about certain things. For example, when an apprentice doesn't respect the area, from my perspective, an apprentice doesn't know shit. They don't know that certain areas or certain things need to be respected. They don't know. It doesn't compute for them. So from my perspective, a lot of the things that tattooers get upset about or piercers get upset about, like for example, people using shitty quality jewelry. I didn't even know anything about jewelry until I started at Guru, actually. I didn't know shit about jewelry. I think I told him too. I'm like, what?
Guru
what
didn't
the
know
fuck
shit
is
about
titanium?
jewelry when
Oh, I thought
before
we
I
were-
got there either. Guru didn't know shit about jewelry before I got there. Belly
Dude.
buttons with feathers hanging off.
When I got to Guru, I was like, what the
that a tick?
fuck is titanium? What the fuck is titanium for jewelry? And all I heard him say was, oh, it's the same shit that they put in your
It's
in your
AS
tooth.
ASTM certified F136 titanium. We don't use G2. We don't use G23 here. Skin mechanics.
Can we hire Nick back?
No,
Yeah,
because
I
I don't
know.
have that Tyrannosaurus
you-
Rex.
You had 2 T-Rex arms for a second there.
Are you actually Nick, and it's like Dr. Jekyll
I
and
cut
Mr.
JT's
Hyde?
skin off and I just walk
Dr.
around.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
That's why his schmeckle looks so big now. It's covered with my Packers under there.
Schmeckle.
Oh god, do you think there's like football themed? Like, can you get a Green Bay themed Packers? Can I get a Packers Packer?
Oh, like one that
Like
looks
NFL
cheese?
sponsored Packers? Yeah, like I want a Baltimore Ravens Packer, and every time
Oh
you
my
hit it, it
God.
goes ah! Like,
You know, that's another thing. So like the weirdest people are going to be working with you when you're in the industry. The weirdest fucking people, and people that like might look weird, but just all right. So there's people that look weird and are down to earth, and then there's people that just look weird and are
They're
weird. For example, Nick, like just people that have grown up alone, grown up antisocial as fuck, and don't know how to operate within life whatsoever. and now they're stuck in a room with a bunch of other people, and they just want to make their lives a living
Yeah,
hell.
but Yo blends into society. That's the difference. Like, Nick goes into society, and everybody's like, "Oh, normal person," and then they're
Normal?
like, "T-Rex, Star Wars, my penis, blah blah blah." And you're like, "All right, bro, whatever." And it's like, okay, but then you see me, and you're like, "Oh, dude, what's this guy about to pull out of his pocket?" Or like, "What's this guy got?" And I'm just sitting there like looking at my phone. I'm like, "Nah, man, I can politic it. We're cool." It is really. Only problem is I get lumped in with a lot of the people that look like me and then act like Nick. And it's like, because they go it goes hand in hand. Normally when you look weird, you're just fucking out of pocket. Nick was just out of pocket because they were a single child. Like, it was an only child syndrome. It had to be.
No,
I don't
You
know,
have a
man.
fat brother.
Yeah.
Nick was not an only child. Nick
No,
had
he
like
wasn't.
4 or 5 brothers. They're all fucking inbred. I don't know. It's weird.
Yo,
they
you know,
talked about it all the time.
you know that one thing that really shocked me when like impressed me when I was getting into tattooing was that you should say like the different type of people that you work with, the weirdos of the fucking weirdos. Because think of me, bro. I come from Cuba. I get straight to Hialeah. Everyone looks the fucking same, bro. Like everyone is like brownish.
You talking about the gringos?
No, bro. Like Hialeah doesn't have any gringos
No, it's
inside.
like
right?
everybody's Cuban. Everybody has the
Everybody's
same
Cuban.
face, same
Yeah.
nose, same eyes, same talk,
They listen
same
to the
hair.
same type of music since they
Yeah.
came from Cuba and shit like that. And what
Everybody
what
says
hap-
que hola. Everybody says que pinga te pasa. Everybody says the same shit, does the same shit, plays dominoes, roast pig on the weekends. Everybody does the same shit, and then you go to a tattoo shop, and all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah, that was something.
You're
bro,
working with
that
some
was-
mighty cones.
No, bro,
Yo.
that was weird for me because I get straight to like Miami Beach, right? When I first started tattooing, and bro, you got crazy people down there too. You know, like weird people, like mostly piercers, bro. The person that I like work with in Miami, he was Yankee is cool, bro. He was a weird Dominican, like gringo, like a mix of gringo and Dominican. He was like weird as fuck, sketchy. But for me, was like okay.
I'm really curious. Like, has anybody figured out why are piercers so fucking weird?
Well,
Always.
All right, so I still have
Bro,
my theory. Look,
check
no,
it
no,
out.
hold on.
If you like to like how do you call that? Hit somebody with a needle and like pass a whole screen.
If you like to stab somebody?
Stab somebody. If you like that, bro, you're weird.
All right, so I have this theory, right? All right, so check it out. Piercers get to like year 3 and they realize that they're never gonna do anything cool, and they're still in the room and they're just like, shit, dude, they always gonna be a belly button or nostril. You just never do anything cool. So you just start drama. Nobody's willing to accept the fact that you're gonna spend a long time just selling belly button rings and nose rings, and you're like, well, it's not that cool, but let me go ahead and see if I can piss everybody off in the front. Like, it's just how we do. It's. I don't think I really went through that phase. For
What was
me,
that door?
it was a little.
Ross.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ross.
Hey, can you put your clothes back on, dude? What the fuck? Oh my
Are you hiding
god.
the Chucky doll down there?
Oh my god. He was drunk skateboarding naked again, guys.
Not
He's just
again.
interrupting our podcast. I'm pretty sure that's a butt plug. That's a butt plug. What are you doing? What the fuck?
What falls out of your pants during a daily work shift?
We're not taking a break for this. It's
Which one of y'all chipped the tile?
this is the
back there?
chaos we're talking about. He's out there sidewalk surfing, and next thing you know, he's back here chipping the concrete with his 10-pound butt plug.
Tipping the concrete. We're talking about what? Yeah, so why are piercers so weird? Why are you trying to start drama again?
Why is it that when Yusuf urinates, it can only make it to his balls? It's so small.
It's been a lifelong struggle, man.
Literally an acorn.
I just
dude.
really like waterfalls.
You didn't pay for the Shaft DLC. That was the problem. Yeah, you got no Shaft. He just got Acorn.
I didn't even pay for the disc.
Bro couldn't even.
I got
get
the
his,
digital
like,
form.
he
Is it a
couldn't-
floppy?
He couldn't get his ladder pierced because it
It's
just wouldn't
only
exist.
electronic digital. That's it.
Oh, you ever thought about doing a genital piercing?
No, actually one time, but no.
What were you thinking about getting done?
You remember Jersey Shore? I don't know which one, but
What,
Jersey
wait,
Shore.
What did Snooki have on hers?
Did you want to get something where you could walk them together?
No, Jersey Shore. So there was
Is
this
this
scene in
shocking?
Jersey Shore where like Jay Wow is hooking up with Pauly D, and then Jay Wow goes, I was like fucking 17 or whatever, and Pauly D has his dick pierced, and Jay Wow goes, you have your dick pierced? Wow. I'm like, maybe I should get that.
I've never wanted
Maybe I
a
should
piercing
get that.
down there, but I thought about putting tiger straps on it and then putting whiskers on the head.
I feel like a Jersey Shore dude is like, this will make up for the fact that I never go down on her, and he just gets that done. He's like, yeah, like that's cool. It's that
What?
or you're just that bad in bed where you're like, this will fix it. Like that. I feel like the Jersey Shore guys aren't going for the PP piercings for like the normal reasons.
I mean, where do you think they got the fist pump motion from?
What are they fisting? What are we talking about?
Well,
Wait,
putting butter
I
on
don't think
toast.
we're thinking about that.
Oh. Put butter on toast.
Yeah, whipped cream on pancakes, man. Come on.
Shit, okay.
GTL.
Anyway, so what were we talking? We were supposed to be talking about the tattoo
Tattoo.
industry, not fucking dick and balls.
So one of the biggest
This thing
things
got
about
gay.
tattoo shops that a lot of people don't realize is, even if your shop hasn't told you yet, a lot of you year 3 and 5 artists should go look into this. Your shop has already set up a 401k for you. All shops will automatically set up a 401k. As a matter of fact, if you worked for a tattoo shop and you quit the years ago and you're just wondering, you can call back that tattoo shop. It won't be embarrassing and they won't laugh at you. I swear to God, they'll take you completely seriously. Just call them up about that 401k you left behind.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
All
If
of
you
our
don't know
futures
about
are
it,
set.
then now you do. It's incredibly important. It's probably going to change your life. If you look at it now, it's probably astronomically high. Astronomically
They
high.
legally have to open up a 401k
Yeah, it
for you.
accrues interest over time too, and oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
yeah, definitely look into it.
They won't laugh at you at all when you call.
Not at all.
Bro, so
What should people do before they ever pick up a machine?
Brush your teeth.
and clean your hands.
Brush your fucking teeth.
Brush your fucking teeth. Let me see your teeth.
I use that stuff under the
you
sink.
use
Brasso.
gum.
Yeah, I use steel wool.
Steel wool.
Yeah, you little
You
chore
use
boy,
gum
man. I got
before?
tons of that stuff laying around my house. Don't ask why.
Oh Lord.
I'm crack free.
So before anybody ever picks up a machine,
Message.
they should definitely
Paintbrush.
purchase it online, preferably eBay or Amazon. Just saying.
I would probably prefer like Amazon instead of eBay because eBay is all like used stuff mostly.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get an ETF out of eBay if you
Yeah.
buy
An ETF, like an ETF stock.
ETS, how do you call it?
Before anybody picks up a machine, they should get a little thing called work ethic.
ATM.
You gotta work for it if you want a tattoo. That's
So personally, on a real note, before anybody ever picks up a machine, I think you should definitely learn how to draw. You should know the basics, the fundamentals of drawing and art, period. That's what you should definitely be doing before you should ever pick up a tattoo machine. Because a tattoo machine is just a complicated ass brush or a complicated ass pencil. That's really all it is. It's like a lightning bolt in your
I
hands.
feel like that's gonna. If you're thinking on getting into tattooing, like mostly you probably would prefer to start drawing now, cause that's gonna save you a lot of fucking time. Like me, you know, like I didn't know how to draw shit, and now I'm like complicating my whole life trying to do something that like just go. Like learning how to do something that you like will probably like make the process like half of it like easier, you know what I mean? You just gotta to keep practicing all of the way and just get better at it, you know, like even tattooing, because tattooing is mostly like probably 70% art, 30% or 40% like, you know, 60-40 of like technical and then
Yeah.
art. So the technical, you should get it through the like the path, because every skin is different. You know, everybody's different. The body, like itself, different way to heal, different techniques, different sensation with the skins. You know, like you got darkest skin, you got lightest skin. You have to work that different. So probably drawing will be the first thing they
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna have subtitles to this.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't bring my
so, like,
translator.
Work at Hot Topic if you want to be a piercer.
Hot Topic,
Hot
yes.
Topic?
Hot
Why?
Topic
Why?
is the best. They have the
Do
best
5 years
jewelry
at Hot
ever.
Topic, you're
Their jewelry
qualified.
is better than any tattoo shop jewelry out there, period. Or especially Master Pierce.
Morbid metals.
Or Claire's. Claire's.
Claire's, Claire's has the best
Pierce
jewelry,
Nation.
and they
That
use
was
the
their jewelry
gun.
company.
Using the gun is like the best way to pierce.
Okay,
if
so
you don't want to do a fucking person, if you don't want to work and you want to be a person, you definitely have to work Master Pierce.
I-
Because you always have to
Yeah.
check the anatomy first.
Always
I
check the
actually
anatomy.
did
It's really
my
important.
I did my first belly button piercing when I worked at Spencer's. My boss threatened to fire me when I wasn't gonna do a belly button with the gun. Yeah, I had
How do you
somebody.
do a belly button
they
with a
held
gun?
the flab. I took the gun and I ran that
You
shit.
gotta have a
What?
perfect
Yeah.
gun for that, huh?
That shit's like a
They
fucking
helped.
hole puncher,
I mean,
bro.
I'll be straight up with you. It was pretty crooked. But they were like 2 weeks later, come back in, buying the metal one, pulled the butterfly off right in the middle of Spencer's and pushed it right up. Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. Yeah, that's how we used to do things, man.
That's how it was.
Yeah, in Cuba, we just do it in the bathroom
Bro.
with no fucking light and a little bit of ice. Just
That's
kidding.
how
We
I
didn't
was
have
raised.
ice in Cuba.
You don't want to know how I
Yeah.
did my
We got
nose
ice over
piercing,
here.
bro. My nose piercing, I did
Yeah,
it
they eat
with a...
breakfast Southern Kitchen.
Wait.
How are you gonna go southern, have them make you your breakfast, and then arrest them? Like,
Oh my god, dude. That is fucked
oh,
up.
God.
Yo, you know
They're spitting
the
your
the
food.
pizza joint had like a bunch of
border
immigrants working at the pizza joint, and the police officers would go there almost every day to eat. One day they went over there to eat and they left with them. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the guy that
Yeah.
used to own the pizza store, he came over. He's like, man, they took him. They
I
took
haven't
him.
seen any more of this guy that makes
They
that
burn their
pizza.
pizza. They burned their pizza.
I hope they were spitting in it. I hope they did. That's on blood, yo. That's fucked up. It was
Yeah.
that hard at work making you food. I was making your food, and you still snatched me
I
up,
was
took me out.
feeding you. Feeding you.
Wasn't murdering nobody. He
Yeah.
wasn't murdering
fucked up,
the English
man.
language
That's
like,
like-
Antoine does.
Thank you. I'm just making a new way to speak it, bro.
Esperanto.
Spanglish.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's a Spanglish.
Spanglish is dope. I can dig it.
So like when people are first starting out in the industry, the first thing that you should really learn or you should be taught isn't art, isn't tattooing, it's the methodology behind what it is that we do. Methodology encompasses several different things. For starters, your procedures, your daily planning, like how do you go about starting your day? That's really important. Employing a daily routine that helps you start your day in a healthy way is incredibly important. It's gonna set the stage for the rest of your day. 1, 2, when you're working with a client, the process in which you work with that client from start to finish, that's incredibly important. From the moment that you meet the client to the consult, to setting up the appointment, all the way to tattooing them and then finishing the tattoo in itself, that requires methodology. And you have to stick to that methodology and then tweak it on occasion to better suit you. Because whoever you learn that methodology from, you're more than likely going to be changing it over time.
You have to
But
be
that's
a
the most
problem
important
solver.
thing. Problem solve. We're basically super overglorified problem solvers. So all the issues that we come across are basically just ideas from clients, and we turn those ideas into lifelong memories.
Bro, you know you just make tattoos, right? God damn.
No, bro, like, actually, like, when you become a tattoo artist, you better know how to treat people, because, you know, those are the ones that bring you money to the table, the buy you beans, that's how you say it. And if no, you're just gonna be those tattoo artists that they don't tattoo just because they're assholes, you know what I mean? They don't know how to treat fucking people, and they fucking want to, like, the client walks in with a happy face and do what the fuck you want, you know, that can't be. You have a whole fucking process in the middle that you have to fucking learn it, like, to get to the tattoo, you know, because you can't be an asshole when you treat with, like, people. And mostly when you're spending more than, like, 5-6 hours with them, you know what I mean? You're spending the day with that client, and you're gonna take a lot of shit too in the process, you know. That's how you make loyal clients is not only because the tattooing, it's because how you art with them, basically. So that's one of the most probably important part of tattooing when
Yeah.
you become a tattoo artist.
I agree with that. I think one of my biggest ethics in tattooing and in what we do is this idea here. So like everybody that walks into this studio or any studio for that matter, they're here to create a memory that they're going to remember forever, and it's our job, or it becomes our job the moment they walk in, to either make that memory a good one or a bad one. What's gonna happen? And what you do with their time that they're donating to you, yes, they're gonna pay you for your services, but the time that they're donating to you to create a memory for themselves, because they're gonna wear it on their skin, is gonna stick with them for the rest of their life. They're putting all that trust in you. That shit is so important. That's what I keep in mind whenever a client walks in. Like, they're creating a memory, so I'm not gonna be an asshole. I'm not gonna shoot their ideas down. I'm not gonna call them stupid. Because most of the ideas that like I've heard a lot of crazy shit, but to be honest, every idea out there, as outlandish as it might be, can be turned into an art piece or a tattoo. It just depends on what your skill set is and whether or not you're capable of it. And most of the artists that say, oh, that's stupid, that could never be a tattoo. The reason why you say that is because you suck and you can't do it.
Yeah, you can create something new. This is what we were talking about. You know, it's like if you wanna do like whatever the fuck you want, you probably you first have to treat the client like good, of course, and like, you know, present your idea with the same concept that they bring to you. You know, because let's like as we say before, like clients aren't like creative, like it is only a few ones that are willing to like do whatever you want without questioning, you know what I mean? So you have a process in the middle where you have to speak with them and bring that client mind into your, like, you know, your idea, your cool tattoo, the one that you think is cool, you know, because I may look at it, I may say like it's a piece of shit, but you think that it's cool, you know what I mean?
So let's kind of close out real quick. That way we can just pause it, and if we want to keep talking, we can keep talking, but we'll close it out. That way it saves and everything, you know, we don't end up with corrupted memory.
Pee anyway.
Huh?
I got pee anyway.
Anyway, yeah, all right, cool. So anyways, in conclusion, just have to ask yourself, are you getting in the industry for the right reasons, or are you getting into it just as an escape? Are you getting into it because you love the craft, because you love art, or for whatever other reason it might be? Figure it out. But ask yourself what you really truly want to do and how much work and time and effort you're willing to put into it. Bro, stop.
And
all right, bye.
First, learn how to speak fucking English, because now I have 3 fucking pros. I got a tattoo, drive, and speak well English, and that sucks.
Exactly. Learn how to speak English.